Hello everyone, Akuni here, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going over my March WIPS and finished projects. For those of you who don't know, WIP means work in progress, a term used in many crafting hobbies and professions. This video will show off my current WIPs for March and any projects that I have finished in the 31 days I had available to me. Without further ado, let's get started. To begin with, let's start off with my current works in progress, or my WIPs. Right now I have the March square for the Jada in Stitches calendar blanket completely done. It sucked because it was working with 4 yarns at a time, and I tend to not like to do that. You can see I attempted to pull the yarn through when I could, but it ended up producing a look I didn't like. So I ended up doing it the way she said, and I guess I'm okay with what I did. She herself has not attached her squares together, but I actually used a double crochet stitch in order to connect the squares together. It's actually one of her techniques for joining granny squares together. So I'm unsure on which way she's going to do it, since she has like a bajillion different ways to combine squares together, but whatever. We'll deal with that hurdle when we get to it. So other WIPs include my pile that I've been slowly going through of washcloths, face scrubbies, dish scrubbies, stuff like that. And I mean, they're technically done, they just have to have their ends woven in. So I'm not even sure if they really can be considered WIPs, but I do, since they're not a product that I can send out at now. I also have, I'm just gonna, the 2019 temperature blanket I am still slowly working on. One of the honorable mention WIPs would have to be the 2020 temperature blanket that is currently at my parents' house. And several WIPs that I talked about last time, where I think I maybe worked on like 20 minutes of each of these projects, so they count as a WIP, but I also worked on the Dragon Balls, the Mermaid still, Deadpool got a few more rows, the Mareep, the mushrooms, I got like maybe 1 circle dot on it, the little ghost, and then I have 2 scarves currently that I'm working on that I do not have here. I'll show you guys the angel. I have a pink and purple scarf that I'm currently working on while exercising, because I stuff the 2 skeins of yarn in the pocket of my hoodie, and I crochet as I walk while I exercise. So I have a pink and purple scarf, it's a 2-strand. And then I have a gold and green donation scarf, which is also a 2-strand. And that donation scarf, which you'll see another one that I finished this month. My mom and I don't make scarves and hats throughout the year, and then we donate them on Giving Tuesday to our local shelter. The one we support is the Hope House in Waukesha, Wisconsin. So, and then last honorable mention is going to be a turquoise square blanket. That is basically the turquoise color, and it has a gray connecting them. But it's just a blanket with turquoise squares, and I'm hoping to be queen size, but we'll see how much patience I have for it. But anyway, let's move on to the finished projects. As I had mentioned earlier, we have the green scarf. It's one of the donation scarves, but it's green and gold. And the light green, white, and gold, that's 1 skein of yarn. And I ended up getting gifted a pack of like 6. And so I figured, why not turn them into scarves? So these scarves are typically the entire skein of this light green, gold, and white. So because of weight variances and whatnot, some of them are a little bit longer than others, but that's fine. And then I finally finished that blue polyester scarf. For those of you who don't know, I got laid off of work because of the pandemic that's going on right now. So I was able to take this scarf, which it was the scarf I was working on at work, and take it home and actually finish it. So this is also an entire skein of yarn, and this is actually much darker blue than what the natural light is showing. Yeah, no. But it's a pretty blue. I kind of want it to be the blue that the camera is showing, but apparently that's not the color. So yeah, I finished that. And then I have these buggers. I made some eggs. Technically, I am planning on making 6 of these, and then I'm putting faces on them. So this could technically also go in the whip pile, because this will be execute. Also, I'm not entirely sure on why they're 2 different sizes. There we go. So this will be execute. Pokemon that's just 6 pink eggs, well, technically 5 pink eggs and then a broken egg. But with Easter coming up, I was also thinking of just making a bunch of these and then hiding them around. And yeah, so I got those. And then we have, I actually did some of them, face scrubbies, and then washcloths, and 1 hair tie. Yeah. And then we have, I had a little bit of scrap stuff, so I ended up making hearts of it. This one didn't have enough for a heart, so I made a teardrop. But a lot of the yarns that I had literally had like that much left, so decided to make scrap hearts, scrap appliques. And then we have rupees. This pattern is made by Pabu, and I actually found out about this because of K-Hook Creations, I believe, was speed crocheting this as part of a audition. But I ended up getting the pattern, and this was my test one to actually like test the pattern, hence the interesting color choice. But otherwise, if what my boyfriend said I remember correctly, the red rupees are worth 50 rupees, I think. So I got a couple of those because we all need to be rich. And then, of course, as you can see from both January and February's videos, where's Gur? Well, past self, can you help? Hello, future me. It's past you. This is being made because this little guy is going home today. And by this little guy, I mean Gur in a hoodie. So, this is a Christmas gift, and we are finally meeting up with them today. So, yeah, I hope he likes it. I'll find out by the time this video goes live, so yeah. Alright, so this is a finished project that I finished last week. Wow! Team, 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 team. Thank you, Past Me. It was really great to finish Gur, and when my friend opened up the gift, because we met a couple weeks ago before this whole quarantine thing started, he was actually really excited for it. So with that pattern done, I just need to put it together, I guess, because I ended up doing part of the pattern on one thing, and then I have like 4 things on a different piece of paper. So I just have to write it up all in one. So, But once that's done, if you guys want the pattern, I can post it, but I don't know. Let me know. Anyway, that is it for my March 2020 WIP and finished project video. If you liked what you saw, make sure to hit that like button. In the comments below, tell me what your favorite project is that you saw so far. Tell me what you're working on. Like, I always love to hear what other people are working on, and I may have obsessively combed YouTube to find other people's WIP videos because I kind of really like seeing what other people are working on just because everything's so creative. I love it. Anyway, I will see you next time, my lovelies. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay the fork away from each other. Mwah!